Beard Wizard family, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in the video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button, getting us 7,500 as soon as possible. Numbers have started coming down there, so appreciate everybody who has subscribed. If you have not already, do consider it. Costs you absolutely nothing and helps out a small channel like mine a great deal. So I would really appreciate as many subscribers as possible over the next few weeks and months so that we can reach that goal soon. Other ways to support us, my merch store, my books, thebeardstruggle.com, a lot of different things in the video description to help this channel out, to help push my art along and get more content out to you guys with better gear, better stuff, and all of that good things. So anyway, thank you for being here. This is Beard Wizard Reviews. Like I said, we're going to take a look tonight at Hagane's latest, which is called Not Lose. I could not find English lyrics for this, but the auto-generated closed captioning works on this video. I don't know how accurate it is, but this seems like a song about not giving up, about working hard toward your dreams, about realizing that some of those things you didn't think would be possible are possible, and continuing to reach for it. So that's what this is about. This is a live review show. I have listened to this before. It's not a reaction. You guys do call it that sometimes. It's fine. I do reactions sometimes, so I understand. This format is a little different. Most people do reactions on YouTube. I just don't want anybody getting the wrong impression. So welcome everybody who just joined. If you're in the live stream, say hi. I love talking to you guys. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But this is Not Lose from Hagane. Cheers. Oh, they're not working. What the heck? Oh, there we go. So a lot of fantastic instrumentation through this one, and I didn't want to stop it through that part because it's great. Again, the lyrics are very much building up this story, it seems like, about not giving up, about realizing your dreams and working hard toward them, but how sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, like she talked about. You know, everything was going good and then she ruined it. Sometimes we question ourselves, make bad decisions, or just in general sabotage our own success with our own doubts and things like that. And it can be a problem for artists. Artists are really bad about that. So I can certainly relate to the topic. I like this lighter beat. So yeah, that's sort of setting up that story that a lot of people go through. It's, you know, the highs and lows, but you know, you had all these dreams, you self-sabotaged whatever, but you know, you start to get in that slump of thinking that it will never happen, it will never come around, and then it's really hard to get on the upswing. It's hard to get out of that. Musically, I like this song. Hagane is a cool group because they've got fantastic instrumentation. She's got a beautiful voice, a little bit lower, mellower vocals, which is cool. But they're not exactly like any of the other groups we review on this channel. In the J metal category, they're just a little bit different. I love the speed on this one, but I also like that slower sort of groove that they get in that last passage. Was kind of cool. Check out the bass. Killer. The bass is killer. Welcome. I love that guitar solo too, because the theme of this song is a little bit melancholy, and that's how that guitar solo sounded, almost longing and sad, and I think that fits. I think that was obviously very intentional to make it feel kind of alone and melancholy with the topic of this song, or at least the part where we're at before it swings up, because they're about to swing it up now toward the shooting for your dreams, not giving up, fighting for that, not losing, not giving up. I think that's more what the title means, is keep fighting. Don't lose to yourself, and don't lose to your self-doubt. So see how that guitar passage was much more uplifting through that part, because now we're moving into the part of the song, the part of the story, so to speak, where there's hope. We're moving into that, hoping for, there's something out there, there's somebody out there looking for us. Now we're rising up, we're fighting, and that guitar follows that lift, which shows the composition of the song is really great to go along with the story. It's not just music, it fits the kind of the theme and story they're trying to tell here. quite the nails. Ah, cool little drum beat right there toward the end. I love the orchestra behind it. Applause. Yes. Applause. That was good. That was a really good song. I actually think that's probably one of the best from Hagane that we've reviewed so far. Fantastic piece. And I agree. Excellent. Japanese excellence again. Japanese metal is really setting the bar while following in the footsteps of that classic metal that we grew up on here, that seems to be not so much what they do in the United States anymore. Um, they've moved on to newer stuff, different stuff, things that I wouldn't really consider metal or even rock sometimes. But Japan has so many groups now, Hagane included, that clearly heavily inspired by 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s metal, clearly following those, icons into this current era, and delivering music that is so reminiscent of what we used to listen to, and is so few and far between now. So definitely go check out Hagane's channel and subscribe there if you have not already. Be sure to subscribe here, get us to 7,500 as soon as possible, and I will see you guys all again soon. And everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Much love. Bye.